Well, it's that time of the week again when we get to talk about brand new VR games coming out this week, new VR games coming out next week, and of course some of that juicy VR gaming news. Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you are new. Before we dive into today's video, I want to thank today's channel sponsor, Eldramore. This is a brand new VR MMORPG. Step into Eldramore, a VR fantasy MMORPG where every path leads to adventure. Forge your destiny, master your class, craft your trade, duel in a desert, or even unwind in the tavern. From towering mushroom jungles to haunted wastelands, every realm is alive with danger, mystery, and of course, filled with the community. Eldramore has a Kickstarter going right now to bring this to both Steam and Quest, so go and support them. The links are in the description and in the pinned comment. I've had a chance to dive into this and it's a really cool experience. I think really probably is the first true VR MMORPG that is worth your time. So check this out, links in the description or in the pinned comment. Massive thank you for them for sponsoring today's video. And now let's dive into new VR games this week. Kicking things off in the new VR games out this week, we have Undead Citadel. Now this has just made its way onto the PSVR 2. This is already out on Quest and PCVR, but now you PSVR 2 users are getting a pretty freaking stunning version of this that is now there for you guys to enjoy. Now this is actually a really stunning version of it, of course, like pushing the PSVR 2 up, you know, doing what it does best and making things look freaking gorgeous. This has got about a 4 or 5 hour campaign window to it, as well as a sandbox mode where you can get in there and just kick the living snot out of these guys. And you kind of like unlock a bunch of new weapons as you do that, as well as potions and other things. So there's kind of like a little bit of an incentive to get into that sandbox mode as well. Personally, really enjoyed this game. It feels very fun. It feels really good with that sort of physics driven weaponry. And on top of that, just slicing up dudes, well, I mean, yeah, no brainer. Super duper fun. Next up, we had VR Racer Hoverbike come out for the Quest this week as well. And well, this one, not too bad. I mean, I wouldn't say it's my favorite thing I've ever played, as racing games tend to be a little bit chalk and cheese for me, so I'm not the best one when it comes to making a verdict on this. For me personally though, it did seem to have plenty of content in there, relatively nice looking, not the best, but relatively nice looking graphics, and on top of that, it was a pretty fun sort of thing to do for a little bit. Now, if you are a racing enthusiast and you really like things like motorbikes and stuff, then I feel like you're going to probably enjoy this way more than me, so I'm going to actually leave this one to you guys and girls in the comments. Any of you that played it, can you please leave your reviews of the game in the comments down below so that you can share it with others and help them understand, because like I say, I'm just not the best critic when it comes to racing games, because I'm just not a massive fan of racing sims. But nonetheless, this one did seem to do a lot good, so I don't have anything really negative to say. Next up, we have Neolithic Dawn, and this has made its way to the Quest finally, and I jumped in to test this one out and was pleasantly surprised that, well, actually runs pretty nicely on the Quest, looks pretty decent. I mean, still has that indie vibe, don't get me twisted, but, you know, looks pretty decent for a Quest game. On top of that, the survival elements of this are really fun, and it has multiplayer as well, sort of to boot and add to that situation. So yeah, a pretty decent game all round. If you're into your survival games where you're going to be extreme surviving, this one's definitely going to tick those boxes for you, and yeah, just a fun experience all round. Not the best, not the worst, pretty mid, pretty happy with it though. So if you're looking for something to pick up, like, you know, relatively priced, maybe wait for a sale, but in general, yeah, this is a good game. Next up, Cave Crave finally dropped, and this is one, as you guys and girls know if you watch the channel, then I have been very excited for personally. I don't know why this game has got me so excited, but I just love the idea of doing something I could physically never do in real life, because I have claustrophobic sort of tendencies when it comes to being in tight spaces like this. But my god, did I enjoy this game. I personally just spent like, I don't know, like 2 hours in it the other day, just testing this game out on Quest, and I gotta say, it looked nice, but man alive, did it make you feel intense at certain moments. Like, my heart rate was up while playing this game, going through the tight spaces, navigating everything, and just getting into the depths of the game. All round in general, this one actually far exceeded my expectations. I really, really enjoyed it, and I'll definitely be returning to play more of this. So if what I've shown you and spoken to you about intrigues you, then definitely be picking this game up, because, well, it was just a really good example of playing something that I just haven't ever played in virtual reality, and to kind of fulfill something that I've always been intrigued by but never able to physically do in the real world, and now I've been able to sort of satisfy that itch by doing it virtually. So I love that. That is exactly what VR is all about. VR gaming news. Kicking things off in the VR news, and it's a ridiculously packed VR news week, so just get ready for that. We had announcements from PlayStation VR 2 bringing new games, a ton of other cool stuff as well. So again, get ready, because there's a lot to be telling you about this week, and we're going to be kicking that off with Kayak VR Mirage. Just had a brand new update. Now, if you own a PSVR 2, you can either buy these little additional levels, or I think they do a complete edition now as well, if you're either going into it first, or you can probably buy that just to complete everything that's could be playing inside of the game. This new level brings, of course, just that level of realism and honestly graphics that will blow your absolutely mind. But nonetheless, this new level is fantastic. I don't really want to ruin too much of it. I'm just going to let you know that it's there. Of course, you're seeing a bit of footage of it now as well. And just know that if you're in the game, this is worthwhile paying for because it's freaking cool. And on top of that, it's so stunning. It just makes your eyes just go, hang on. Am I in reality or am I in virtual reality? Because I can't quite tell right now. Next up, we had a surprise announcement that Little Nightmares is going to be bringing out a VR game. Now, I am personally a huge fan of the Little Nightmare games. I bloody love them. It's one of my favorite flat games that I go to, and I've actually replayed a couple of times as well, just because I enjoy them that much. I am so damn excited that I'm going to experience this universe inside of VR. It's just ridiculous. Now, right now, there's not a huge amount known about this game. We have like literally this little teaser trailer that doesn't tell us what studio is making it. I don't think it's even known what platforms specifically it's coming out for. So yeah, I'll keep you updated as I find out a little more information about this. But personally, tickle me interested. I love this franchise and I'm just so damn excited that it's going to be coming to VR. Next up, we had a new game announced for PSVR 2, and this is called Dreams of Another. This is a really weird looking game, I'm going to be honest with you, but it does kind of intrigue me. Actually, on flat gaming, I really enjoy like these insane experiences like this. I've never really done something like this in VR, so I'm definitely intrigued to experience what it's going to be like to have just this super dream state like world that you're going to be in, going through all of these insane memories and stuff. It definitely intrigues me. Now, I think on the surface, people are going to look at this and it's definitely going to fall one way or the other, like, wow, this looks like absolute crap, or wow, this looks like something I'm intrigued to play. And for me, I'm definitely falling into the scale of like, yeah, this is intriguing me. I am genuinely intrigued to see what the hell this is going to be like to play in VR. Next up, we have Metroia. I don't know, you read it, it's on screen. In this one, there's not actually a busting amount of footage, there's just a few short clips for this game. This one you're going to be playing an asteroid flying through space. I think you're supposed to be racing in this game. Again, I don't know a busting amount about this, but yeah, it looks interesting. Can't say this is particularly one that I really want to grab, but maybe once the trailer comes out for it, it'll intrigue me some more. Next up, we have Grit and Valor 1949. This actually looks pretty interesting. Now, this definitely isn't my typical style of game. I'm not one for sort of tower defense-y sort of strategy games when it comes to this sort of thing, especially in VR, because you tend to be looking down a lot, which is quite a neck ache. But I think this is supposed to be like a Command and Conquer-esque type game where it's going to be all about these strategically placing units, you know, strategically commanding your army, and on top of that, a bit of a tower defense situation mixed in with that sort of experience. Like I say, Command and Conquer if you've ever played that, but different. Wow, what a description. Nonetheless, though, this does look really polished, looks well made. It's going to be coming to PSVR 2, so you guys and girls get excited about that if you like this type of genre of game. Like I say, personally, it doesn't excite me that much, but I know that a lot of you guys and girls actually really love this style of game, so it looks exciting. And last but not least, we have Hotel Infinity that's also been announced this week as well. This is a puzzler. Well, I think it all sort of, you know, self-explains itself in the title, but I do think this one looks really intriguing. I actually love me an escape room game or a puzzler, that kind of thing that just sort of like tickles your mind and makes you start getting thinking and get those cogs turning in your brain, knocking out a little bit of dust. It just feels good to me to be able to experience things like that, and that does intrigue me. I'm very excited about it. Not only that, it looks really polished, this game, although it is floating hands. God damn it, give me a full body, please. Coming up next week. Now, next week we have a couple of titles, one of which is releasing actually today, and that is Warriors. This is the brand new sort of army-esque, you know, shooty first-person shooter type game that is going to be coming out on PCVR. This one really does have me a little bit I'm not sure about it kind of vibe. I really don't know whether this is going to be a bit of a cash grab or if it's going to be something that's actually epic. I can't tell. The trailer looks cool, but also it looks like this isn't real gameplay footage. So I just kind of feel like I don't know what the hell this game's going to be. I'm very intrigued to jump in there and try it for myself. If any of you guys have tested this or anything else, then let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts and opinions are on this. I'm intrigued, but I am pessimistic. Last but not least, we have the Obsessive Shadow that's going to be dropping on PSVR 2 next week, which is looking like an interesting game. This is like another indie game that I think was like ridiculously popular at flat, and now the fact that it's coming to VR, and I think maybe even is out on other platforms. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's coming to PSVR 2 next week. So if you like your spooky stuff, well, I think this is going to be for you. It's definitely got that vibe going for it. And there you have it, guys. That is this week in its entirety. My goodness, it's been a pretty packed show when it comes to like talking about all the new stuff that we have coming up, which I bloody love. I will say that I was really hoping when PlayStation said they were announcing 4 titles this week that one of them might be like a real AAA banger, you know, that they've invested into. Hey, Blood and Truth 2, please, or even just giving me Blood and Truth on the PSVR 2 would be honestly a system seller at this point. But nonetheless, you know what, we're still getting some good stuff coming out. Of course, we're rolling into a brand new month as well next week, so keep your eyes peeled on the channel as I'll be talking about all the games that will be coming out next month. And then of course I do these shows every single Friday, so you want to catch up and know everything about VR, subscribe to this channel and you'll keep in the know about everything. Other than that, guys, let me know what you're going to be playing over the weekend in the comments down below, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out, bye.